Hey, what's up guys, this is David here at Roller Warehouse, and here today I want to show you how to pick a size for your Xsjado skates. Now I've skated Xsjados a few times, I've had a couple pairs of them, and I would consider them to be a skate that runs very true to the shoe size, and that mainly is because it's just a shoe. That's all you're fitting into right here. Or you call it a foot wrap, but in essence it's just a shoe that's made to fit specifically in the Xsjado skate. This is a basic 2 LE foot wrap, but here I have with me a Xsjado Pioneer skate, which I'll pull apart here and get the foot wrap out of there. 3-point process here. Open it up, and here's the foot wrap. I've already kind of loosened it up earlier, but it's what it looks like. This is a pretty standard one. It's got the laces on the front. Most of them have that. Other ones, like the Damien Wilsons, don't have any laces. It's just a kind of elastic foot wrap all over. And then there's also the Farmer that have the laces on the side, but that doesn't really make a difference. So once you pull the foot wrap out, you obviously want to undo the laces, and it's going to have a little thing in there. You want to pull that out, obviously. Got to get your foot in there. And then, like always, like all other skates, you want to loosen them up nice and good. This is a size 10, and this is a size 11 here. So I'll show you the difference between them right now. It's not much of a difference, but if you line them up, I mean, they're really, really similar. Probably about a ½ inch of difference between 10 and 11. And 10 and a half is also pretty much the same thing as 10. But the 10 and 11 difference is really about a ½ inch, so you're not getting too much of a difference between those. But like I said, it's true to the shoe size, so you can just go with whatever size shoe you wear. This is a size 11, and that's what size shoe I wear. I wear a size 11 shoe. And if I try this one on, it fits really good. It's a pretty comfortable fit. Not squeezing too much, maybe a little bit of tightness around just the laces, but that can be adjusted just by loosening them up. But other than that, you want to just, you know, put on the shoe, obviously tie the laces, get it nice and good, and then you want to grab your skate here. This is my size, this is my 9 shell. So I got the size 10 shell, and you want to just, pretty much the way you want to put these on, slide your foot in, make sure everything's out of the way, knock it down on the heel, so you can make sure you get your heel as far to the back of the boot as possible. And then I go with the toes first, strapping the toes nice and tight. Pull the pants out of the way here. Gotta have long socks. You just gotta have it. If you have ankle socks, it's not as good. Just saying. Get that nice and tight. Tight to what feels good. Obviously, don't cut off any circulation or anything crazy. And then pull the ankle strap tight. Fix your pants. And like I said, you want to get up like with every other skate. You want to feel the flex of it. Feel how it goes this way. Feel how it goes that way. Feel how it goes back like that. And then, I mean, this feels really good to me. This is a size 11 and a size 11 shell and the large shell, which is adjusted for the skate, or for the shoe size. And it feels really good. Pretty much a perfect fit, like I would expect, just like the shoe size. I ride normally actually a size 10 in most other skates, so I go a little bit bigger in Xsjados just because, but I'll show you what you can also do if you don't want to have the big shell, which is what some people don't like. You can undo this here. And what some kids do, and actually what I would probably rather do, what I used to do when I had Xsjados, is I would get this is a size, like I said, this is a size 11 foot wrap here. I would get my size 10 foot wrap right here, and I can fit that pretty well too. I mean, it's not much of a difference at all. Like I showed you, it's about a ½ inch, and I can fit in this fine. And then maybe a little bit, maybe just a tad bit smaller, but other than that, it's about the same fit. And then you tighten that up, obviously. Get those nice and good. And what I have here is I have a small shell adjusted to the biggest it can go. And when you do that, you can actually put in a size 9.5 or 10 foot wrap into the boot. So I'll knock that back here. Hang on a second. Why is this not cooperating? There we go. And then tighten that up, obviously. That right there. And here we actually have me fitting a size 10 foot wrap into the small shell, which a lot of kids like to skate smaller skates because it just feels a little bit more streamlined and you can actually have a little more control over it. As you can see, the toe kind of hangs out just a little bit over the edge of the boot, but that really doesn't matter at all. I actually kind of like that more because I feel like my skate, or my foot kind of fills out the entire skate better. So you can do either one. I would probably do this because I like the feeling of having a little bit smaller of a skate on my foot, and just gives you a little bit more control, a little more overall feeling of the boot. You know, when you're doing a grind, you kind of feel more, so there's less bulk on your foot, in a sense. But other than that, you can really go either way. If you're worried about it, just go straight to your shoe size. Like I said, I ride a size 11 shoe, or I wear a size 11 shoe, and I turn on the size 11 foot wrap here, and it's perfect. So, with the large shell. Or you can really go down a size, as I showed you earlier. Why is this being temperamental? There we go. As I showed you earlier, you can go down a size, and the foot wraps are really just a slight half-inch difference. But other than that, you know, if you're a size 7 shoe, go for a size 7 foot wrap, 8, 9. Same kind of thing. You really don't have to do too much thinking with it. I mean, they really are, in a sense, just shoes, as you can see here. And the only difference is they have kind of a harder plastic bottom that most shoes don't have, which gives it more kind of form. It doesn't really fall apart very easily, which is good. You don't want it to fall apart. And it has this little hook in the back of the foot wrap, which kind of hooks into the back of the cuff here. So when you put them on, it kind of locks into place better. But other than that, they're just shoes, so as you can see right there. But that's pretty much it. Xsjados are very true to the shoe size, as I've showed you. If you really want to, you can drop down a size if you're on kind of the borderline between the small and the large shell. Small shell runs from about size 5 to size 8.5, and then the large shell goes from 5 to 9, and then the large shell goes from 9.5 to 13. So if you're on that borderline like I am, you know, I'm a size 10, but I like to have the small skates, so you can really drop down to the smaller shell if you really want to. But other than that, that's pretty much Xsjado skates in a nutshell. I mean, these are the Pioneer skates, and this was a basic LE foot wrap, but they all run the same. I mean, there's no foot wraps that run bigger or smaller than each other. They're all kind of true to the same form, and you're going to be getting the same kind of fit with any foot wrap you get or any Xsjado skate. You know, they make the same mold pretty much. They just change a lot of the cosmetic materials and stuff like that. So they're actually using the same mold, same kind of fit with every skate, just different kind of overall construction of it. So that's pretty much it. These are the Xsjado Pioneer skates. Like I said, go true to the shoe size. You can get these Pioneers or any other Xsjado skates directly at rollerwarehouse.com.
Everyone would take a cue from anything you do if you want them to.